Hey, it's Danny, and I want to record a video answering a question that I get with some regularity. And the question goes something like this. Danny, I am a creative. I'm an intuitive. I'm not someone who's naturally wired or oriented towards business or dollars or spreadsheets or whatever it is, right? I don't think in a linear way. How do I make this process work for me? And I want to start by just acknowledging different people think differently. Our brains are different. Our ways of working and operating in the world are different. So that is true. That is a reality. And with that being said, there are things that work and there are things that don't, right? So there are different ways. I remember someone telling me years and years ago that, if you look at people who are very good at chess, all of them tend to be either very good at math or very good at music, right? There's kind of like a rational or kind of computational approach to being good at chess, and there's a more intuitive way of being good at chess. And so you've got those two ways up the mountain, but it's generally one or the other. And so there are different ways of coming at business depending on your style. But there's no way of being good at chess that involves not following the rules of chess. Right? If you're like, well, I don't want to move my pawns in this way and my knight in that way. I want to just move them wherever I feel like it. Right? It's like you can't play chess that way. You can't be successful at chess because the person sitting across from you doesn't care that, you don't happen to like the rules. And it's kind of the same in business, right? There is a logical flow of what has to happen. You have to find a market that has a need. You have to find where you can meet that need in a way that is resonant for them and makes them want to pay you. You have to deliver on that and create a good outcome for them. And that's just how it goes. Now, not everyone, this is hopefully not going to rub too many people the wrong way. Not everyone is cut out to be an entrepreneur. Not everyone is cut out to start a business. And if you don't want to go through the process of like understanding what a market wants and understanding what you can deliver to them, maybe this isn't for you. Right? I mean, you can create your business like it's a work of art, and some art is then appreciated by other people, but not all art is, right? It's totally great for you to pursue where your inspiration is taking you to make something that is beautiful and meaningful for you. But the world around you doesn't owe it to you to like it or respond to it. So it's worth thinking about, am I creating this for me? In which case, God bless, do whatever jives for you. But, if the market doesn't respond, then that's just how it is. Or are you creating it for other people? And of course, you want there to be an overlap, right? You can't just put aside your styles and your preferences and what is meaningful for you to do and just serve other people, because your heart and your soul aren't going to be in it and they have to be in it. But you have to find where that overlap is. And so, long story short, my answer to people are like, well, I don't think and process in this way. I don't want to follow processes. I don't want to look at spreadsheets. My answer is kind of, look, you've got to get over it, because this is the language of the space you want to operate in, right? And if you don't want to get over it and it's working for you, then great. But nobody asked me the question because it's working for them, right? They kind of want to have a way of having their cake and eat it too. It's like, I don't want to deal with all this business stuff, but I do want to be successful in business without having to get my hands into all this business stuff. And that just doesn't work, right? They say, know the rules and then decide what you're going to break. It kind of works the same way, right? You can know the whole processes and then your intuition can guide you. Say, you know what, I'm going to skip this part. I'm going to do this differently. And I have a reason why. That's different from never understanding or mastering the things at all. If you try to go that route, you might get lucky, right? But that's lightning striking. That's not a strategy, and it's not something that you can count on. So I just wanted to put this out there because I think, nobody spends $100,000 on a McDonald's franchise and then is like, well, I just want to wing it, right? It's like, no, I'm buying the McDonald's franchise because I want the roadmap. I want the plan. I want the brand recognition. I want all that stuff. And of course, you don't have to buy a franchise. That's not the only way to start a business. But because anyone can hang out a shingle and show up on social media and just post, and occasionally you see people who seem to have done that and lightning struck, there's this idea that, no, I should be able to just do whatever the hell I want, and the world should like it. And if the world does like it, that's wonderful. But the world doesn't have to like it, right? If you want a response from the market, then you have to start with what is going to be valuable to them. So that's my answer to the question, right? If you want to get a result in business, then you've got to focus your efforts on the people that you are building the business to serve. There's no other way around it. There just isn't.